Welcome back to today's episode of Why the Heck Are Bath Bombs So Hard to Make? My name is Shelby. Let's get started. Welcome back to the Simple and Beautiful Life Kitchen. My name is Shelby, as I said, and I am the owner of Simple and Beautiful Life. We have SaBLe Soaps, which is our soap line. We are also working on adding bath bombs to our production line. However, if you have been with us for the past 3 attempts, you will know that it's actually harder than you would think to make a simple bath bomb. So, we are on attempt number 4. And I do think, knock on just everything, I think that this time we'll get it right. Currently, I have my baking soda. It is sifted and ready to go. All that's left right now is to add the wet ingredients like we've done 3 times before. March on. I am currently whisking in the color. And then I will stir in the coconut oil. And because I think we're getting very close to having a product that could actually be sold, I will include fragrance oils in the liquid. So we'll see where that gets us. I omitted the fragrance oil as well as the water from my last 3 attempts to see kind of where that ended up. So we're adding kind of an extra factor in here that could just self-implode the whole thing. So we will see. I am using Crafter's Choice fragrance oil. I have orange and cranberry. I will mix them together and they just produce this beautiful fruity berry, it's a little holly jolly without being like overwhelming. You can still use it for the summer. You know, it's just the best scent ever. Okay, I have my coconut oil, tiny little bit. Behind that, I am going to add just a little bit of my fragrance oil. I'll weigh that out. Okay. So, look at that lovely blue color. It's still crumbly, but it's coming along. I have my witch hazel and rubbing alcohol, which are the 2 things that I use now. Like I've said in the past, completely omitted the water. It's just not worth it. Okay, I've got my citric acid measured out. It's time to add that. I always sift it just in case there's any weird little clumps. That way I can make sure to get them out before they go into the bath bomb. All right, there we go. Let's see. It totally is the citric acid that it can just make or break you. It really can. Looks good though. If you've ever had as a kid, or I don't know if they make it if they still make it, but if you've ever had moon sand, that's kind of the consistency you're going for. And they might even make it out of this, they might even make moon sand out of this mixture. For whatever reason, as a kid, I didn't read the ingredients of the toys I had. Very irresponsible child. As you can see, it's flaky, but when you push it together, it's starting to hold its shape. I'm gonna do a couple more spritzes of witch hazel, and then I think we're on to molding it up and hoping for the best. Because of the rain tomorrow, I will put the silica packets back in with the bath bombs once they're molded. And I will keep the fan on there. That seemed to work last time. these little nuggets need some prime sleeping conditions. They don't just sleep in any sort of weather. They don't. Okay. Say we're ready to go. Now I still have this recipe cut in half, just in case it decides to go funky. One thing I saw that if this attempt is not good, I might need to try is omitting my Epsom salts. As we all know, especially if you're a female, salt tends to draw in water, which is why we get nice and bloated whenever we, go out for fast food or whatever that's salty, and we pay for it later. I feel like women suffer from that more than men. Maybe we're just more sensitive to it. I don't know. But bath bombs are no different. When they're a little salty, they tend to expand. So if I keep having the expansion problem, pre-activating problem, I might have to take out the Epsom salt. We will see. I'll either have to take out the Epsom salt or invest in a dehumidifier, because I have not done that yet. It's on my business to buy list. It just hasn't happened yet. I like the consistency of these. I really do. I really understand now why I have seen some bath bomb testing videos and the person making the bath bomb is just like crying. They're like, I don't know. I don't know. At first, being the small amount of biatch that I am, my first reaction was, they're just overreacting. That was my first reaction. It's no longer the way I feel anymore. If anything, I feel like they're underreacting. They're not upset enough. Now, if you were here last time, you will know taking them out of the mold has to happen. I have seen some people say that they leave it in the mold all night. Not sure how they do that. Because when I left it in the mold, it wanted to stay there forever, like my entire life. It was never really wanting to come out at all. So, these have been in their mold for approximately like 5 minutes. Hello. Okay. Oh, we got a little too much Epsom salt on there. It stayed together. I got a little bit of a flat spot, but this thing just fell out of the mold. And it popped up and it was like, I'm fine, okay, I'm fine. Okay, so I put it back in there just to give it a little reassurance, a little support. It's gonna be okay. Okay. Now putting it in the silicone mold. Let's see. Yeah, silicone mold that is on top of a sheet, a flannel sheet, nice flannel sheet. And then I will put the fan on the box, and the box with the silicone packets. And hopefully my little baby bath bombs can be happy. These things are cute. They're just little nuggets. I went a little hard on the Epsom salt and it's starting to show because it is like, yeah, note to self. I'm over here talking about omitting the Epsom salt while simultaneously putting too much in. Oh, I think this is the best one. We may have something going here. We might. There's just a lot of things you have to do to figure out how to make a happy bath bomb. This bath bomb, it looks happy. Okay. Put that little nugget into the bath bomb hotel. I am going to get the fan set up for these. Get my silica packets, which for the silica packets, I have just saved them over time because I'm weird. I think you can buy them on Amazon. I have heard that you can. I personally haven't, but on reviews and feedback and other videos that I've watched, people buy them on Amazon. Silica packets fan. We will check back and see tonight what they're looking like. Fingers crossed. You may be wondering, what am I doing on the floor? Well, I'm trying to get a good view of my bath bomb, which is now in the oven, and it's expanding. Wah, wah. I put it in the oven because I heard that some people have luck with the low humidity rate in your oven. Because very quickly after I made these, they started expanding. I also put one in my refrigerator because I've heard that that could help. Well, I don't think I got it in there quick enough because it did expand a little bit more than it already had. You can see kind of that the texture is just yucky. Probably moving on to attempt number 5 today. Might as well try again since these are such little batches anyways. Just, ugh. Time to try again. Stay tuned. Okay, we're back for attempt 5 in the same video. Okay, so these are very weird bath bombs. They have, they're very, like, obviously this is not good. I have not had them. I'm assuming this is what the first attempt would have looked like had they been taken out of their molds so that they could react in the fresh open air. So, and you can see the Epsom salt is just, I mean, sorry for my nails, but it's just basically liquid now. This bath explosion was in the fridge. This was in, it was in the oven. And it's very crumbly. It's not good. Yeah. Are we back at attempt at where we started from? I don't think so. But obviously this is not what the hope was, you know? So, trying again. I've grown bored of blue, so I've switched over to a red coloring. If that makes a huge difference, I'm out. I swear. I have my coconut oil. Go at it. Take my rings off, of course. These things, I mean, they are just a challenge. It's insane. Now, let me move you. Well, that's not like the best because there's not a whole lot of like foamy lather. It's not the worst either. It could be worse. I'm just gonna let this baking soda be a nice little pink color this time. Make just got done watching Legally Blonde 1 and 2. So I could be in a pink mood. And I do want to apologize. My hair is gross. My nails are gross. Life has been busy. I have not had time to properly take care of my nails. And I also just got back from the gym where I had a really great workout. But of course that makes the hair. Okay. It is citric acid time. Boop. I've already got it pre-measured. You just start off so helpful, and then I think for these, I hate to say it, I'm either going to completely omit the Epsom salt, or I'm going to dial it down, like way down. This really is when it gets challenging, frustrating, and mentally just exhausting to be a business owner, because you're trying the same thing over and over and over again, and it's just not turning out how you need it to. And it really can get very frustrating. And this is when you get to the edge of, maybe I'll just quit. And quitting just sounds so nice, because then you don't have to do this anymore, you know? So this is when, you know, kind of make or break. The people who are going to succeed just keep on trying. And then the people who just aren't cut out for it, they stop trying. And in reality, I mean, I think every single person in business, especially when you're trying to build your own small business from legitimately the ground up, it is very tempting to quit. I never actually thought I would say that a 9-to-5 job actually looks attractive, but to go to a job and have all of the things that you need to do set out for you, and they know exactly how it's supposed to work and what you're supposed to do, and you just have to do it. Man, what was I thinking? I had that, and geez Louise. Why did I ever complain about that? But it's like, this is hard, and sometimes you're like, that's it. I can't take one more thing not succeeding. I really just can't. I'm out. But you can't. You just can't do that. You just have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and go for attempt number 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. However many attempts it takes for you to finally get to that point where you can say, do you remember when I couldn't even make a bath bomb? And now with technology, it gets hard because you just see everybody. You never see anyone really struggle on the internet. Have you ever noticed that? It's like no one gets on the internet until they've got all their shite together, and then they get on the internet and they show you how much their shite is together, and you're like, oh, I could do that. And then you do that and you're like, wait a second, this does not look nearly as good as what she just did. You just gotta keep going. And one day, you'll make a perfect bath bomb. One day, you'll achieve your goals. Okay. Miniature rant and small little inspiration mode over. But for real. These things might actually be the death of me. They really might. But I mean, that looks not bad. Hello. Okay. Okay. Take it out. Very gentle. Really and truly, if these get a little bad spot, these are still not getting sold, so. But they come out of the mold very, very okay. It's like I so don't want to jinx it because I need everything to go for me. Okay, this one's going in the fridge. I have 2 that are just staying in the Bath Bomb Hotel, and they will have the fan on them. Because eventually I gotta figure out which way works best. So you can only do that by testing all the ways. That will probably be it for tonight. It's already like 10 o'clock. It has been a busy day. I need to take a shower, maybe take this old nail polish off of my fingers, and then probably go to bed. I hope y'all had an absolutely wonderful day. If you tried making bath bombs today, I hope they just turned out beautifully and are bubbling perfectly and are just the best fizzlicious thing you've ever made in your entire life. And if whatever you did today, if it didn't exactly turn out perfectly, just keep trying and you will eventually get it. You will. I just know it. I know you will do it. It might take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attempts, but it doesn't matter. Just don't ever give up on what you know that you can do eventually. I hope you had a wonderful day. Bye.